Absolutely, it's unfolding behind us right now.
So the dog is running crazy. Not the dog's fault.
There's different areas here, a lot of seasonal, some are kind of up in the woods, but everything else, it does have a campground feel. Hey everyone, Izzy and MJ from Endless RV, and we're out with another campground review. We are in Lake George, New York. Beautiful fall day, a little chilly.
It is.
But it's been quite a nice weekend. We are at King Phillips RV Campground, located in Lake George, New York. We're going to do a full campground review using the Endless RV and perfect campground criteria.
So make sure to stay to the end, guys, because we're gonna let you know if this is a campground that we would come back to or not.
So let's start with the location. So this is about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 miles, 5 miles off of 87. I don't even think it's 5 miles.
Yeah.
Right off the major highway 87 North. It is located within 4 minutes of the village of Lake George, like the main shopping area, the beach where all the cruises are, restaurants. You're very close. You can ride a bike there.
And right across the street actually is, which I thought was like some haunted, shut down amusement park, but it's just closed for the season. But it's like Lake George Expedition Park. So they have amusement rides and games and things like that. So it would be open in the summer.
Also very close is Six Flags Great Escape.
Yep.
When the season is in full swing, you are in the middle of it.
Oh yes. The next thing, good must-have that we like, is getting in and out. So getting into the park, it's a wide open area. You actually pull in, you check in, and then they have somebody in a golf cart bring you right to your spot, which I like. I wish a lot of other places did that. So we came right into our spot, large site. We have a nice large area here to spread our wings.
So the next must-have is going to be level sites. Sites are very level here. Very little leveling we had to do, maybe 2 inches it was off. Pretty good.
Very easy. Now, not all the sites are the same. So we actually have a really good site, but if you look around, not all of them are as level. So just keep that in mind.
And the sites there's different areas here, a lot of seasonal, some are kind of up in the woods. We have a drive-through that's a little more open, which we prefer.
Yeah.
There's no parking lot, like everything's kind of surrounded by trees. So when you first come in, it's a little more open by the pool, but everything else, it does have a campground feel.
And the next one is allow pets, which they do. And there's a lot of dogs here. They're not too strict with the no leash issue. We actually have some dogs staying across from us that continue to run at us when we exit Nelly.
And then everybody else's RVs and
everywhere,
wherever they want.
Yeah, so again, that's one of our pet peeves. Most people have been very good with having their dogs on leash.
Before we move on to our like to haves, I want to thank the official sponsor of this video. It's going to be Liquid Spring. What is Liquid Spring? Well, it is the world's best suspension upgrade for your motorhome. We've had it on our motorhome now almost approaching 2 years. 2023 will be 2 years. It's absolutely amazing. The ride up here, we handle like no problem.
Yeah, so it's available as a factory option on Tiffin on their open road, Rev, Holiday Rambler, and Fleetwood on most of their gas models, including the Bounder, Southwind, Invicta, and Admiral. Nexus on their Triumph, Rebel, and Wraith, and then Phoenix Cruiser RVs.
Now, if you have a motorhome that it's not available as a factory option, aka a Newmar, like we do, you can get it aftermarket. You have it installed at the factory or at many other locations that will install it for you. What you're going to want to do, we will recommend, is contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. We will put his information below. Give him a call, ask him any questions. Also, ask him when they're going to be having their demo vehicles, where they're going to be at, because what we will tell you, take one out for a free test drive, and then you make a decision from there. Again, if you're looking for the very best suspension upgrade, we love ours. Check out Liquid Spring.
Let's get into the like to haves now. So the first like to have is full hookups. We do have full hookups, and Izzy and I were talking, we actually haven't had full hookups in over 2 months. We've done so much.
For everybody that says we're glampers,
I know.
the haters that say, oh, you guys only get to the high-end resorts. We haven't had, in 2 months, we haven't had hookups.
No, it's been great. And the next thing is space, and as I mentioned before, depending on where you are, but even the tighter areas, there's wide open spaces. So we kind of drove through all the different areas, and each site seems to have a good amount of room.
Yeah, on our full hookups also, I just wanted to add, there's cable hookup. Now we haven't been able to utilize that because the next thing we're going to talk about, internet is really good here, at least on AT&T. I'm getting download speeds of 123, I believe, and uploads of over 30 23 or 30. I don't remember, but it's very good.
Yep. The next one is not a lot of overhang. Unfortunately, that one doesn't check the box here. Pretty much, I think anywhere you go in this park, you're surrounded by trees, pine trees.
I gotta see what the damage is on the roof.
I know, but it is beautiful. So you do have nice things to look at.
The next thing is going to be a dog park. We didn't see one here. There may be some in the area because you are close to a lot of things here. But one of the things they do have in the area, they have a walking path. Cycling path very close by, which we've went out on a run on it. So if you do have a dog, there's miles and miles that you can walk.
If you're enjoying the video so far, we invite you to hit the subscribe button below, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live or release new videos. Also, we have a private Facebook group we'd love you to join. It's called Endless RVing, RVers Coming Together. And we have a free monthly newsletter. The link to sign up will be below.
So let's talk about the bonuses. This is a private campground, so you're going to expect certain things that you wouldn't get maybe at a state park. So driving right in, what do they have?
So right when you come in, right on the right-hand side, you're going to have a store, camp store, small, but they have a lot of things in there. Moving on down, you're going to have an arcade. It's an open arcade, so everything's kind of, I think, almost rustic looking a little bit.
It's definitely an older park.
Yeah. So you have the arcade there, there's a variety of games and things. Moving on down, then you have dumpsters. You have propane, and it's all kind of in a row, propane, and then you have laundry, which is a decent sized laundry room.
Right, you have a pool here, which is closed now because it's obviously a little cold out. You have horseshoes, basketball. They kind of have like a, not really amphitheater, but kind of like a performing center where they had a band. I would imagine this summer is probably a lot of activities going on here. You have a playground, and then there's plenty of room if you just want to do your thing.
Walk around. Yeah, we took the scooters around.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to walk, so definitely a lot to do here. So if you come into this area, the big thing is you're coming to enjoy the Lake George region, which is full of activities. Now, from our understanding, we haven't been here in the summer, but this place is a madhouse in the summer. Lake George in general, it's pretty busy right now. They have a lot going on.
Put it in the comments below what times of year you've been here and what you've seen. We've heard from the locals that it gets crazy in the summer.
They actually stay away from it in the summer. So what are some of the activities? You have cruises, water sports, you have amusement parks here. They have the beach at Lake George. If you want to go hiking, you can go up to Gore Mountain.
Gore Mountain's where we went.
All different types of areas around here. You cycling, motorcycling, snowmobiling in the winter.
Ton of shopping. So in the main area on what street is it? On Canada Street, it's all shops and restaurants, and you can find anything there.
Right, and then if you're a history buff, there's a lot of history in the area. Pre-American Revolution, a lot of history here, so they have museums, battlefields, parks. You can be here for quite a lot of time and probably still not take it all in. So what are the deal breakers?
The first one.
That's the dog that's running around all weekend.
Free-ranging dog. Breed restrictions, and maybe they should have some. No, I'm just kidding.
They don't have breed restrictions. They don't have breed
restrictions here. Well, you know what we noticed in Lake George? There's a billion German Shepherds. We don't know if there's like some German Shepherd convention going on, but I've never seen so many in one place, and they were beautiful.
Hey, we saw there's I guess a family that has 2 pit bulls, and we haven't heard them bark, but we're hearing the little one behind us yap all day. Anyway, go ahead.
The next one is bad landscaping.
Landscaping is fine here.
No,
a lot of trees.
Very pretty.
It's fall right now, so a lot of the leaves are down. That's expected. But yeah, everything's well maintained. There's really no complaints on that.
Right. And then bad reviews. Every place has bad reviews. You know, it's nothing that stopped us from coming.
Absolutely, though, it's unfolding behind us right now.
So the dog is running crazy, and they're yelling at the dog again, not the dog's fault.
This has been going on all weekend, so the dog didn't listen since the first day, and we have no reason to believe it's going to change. So anyway, let's get to the cost. All right, so the cost, remember, is a holiday weekend. So the daily rate is $85 a night for 3 nights, total of $255. However, they are a Good Sam affiliate, so we are Good Sam members. Well worth the membership, guys. Whether you like Camping World or not, it's definitely worth the membership if you go to private campgrounds. So we saved $25.50. Total charge was $229.50. Total of $76.50
a night.
All right. Now, not cheap, but not that expensive, especially considering where we are. This is expensive up here.
It is. Now, the question is, would we come back here again? We would definitely come back to Lake George. I don't think we would come back to this campground.
Well, the whole non-enforcement of rules, and we're not like sticklers or anything, but there's certain things that you should do, like keep your dog on a leash. The second thing is that there's a lot of seasonals, and this is why they have the 10-year rule in a lot of places. A lot of the seasonals, they look really run down, like
not dirty, just
beat up, and just like really dirty. Like, it takes away from everything.
What is it? And it's almost like dangerous. Like that you're not being cared for at all. That you could have big issues with some of these RVs.
And again, it's just That's our preference,
Yeah.
especially it's not really that cheap to stay at.
No.
And we've seen some other campgrounds in the area that look nice. We don't know, we haven't stayed at them, but they do look nice. So we will definitely be back in the area.
Yep.
Put in the comments below, have you been to this park? Nothing against the park, but I think maybe a little bit of enforcement on cleaning your sites up.
Yep.
Keeping your pets on a leash would probably help this place out a lot. Let us know in the comments, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.